Welcome to the ICT Ninja Mentorship. This is episode 1, the beginning of your journey into smart money concepts. So the goal of this series is simple, obviously to take you guys from confusion to clarity. It's also to strip away the noise of indicators, signals and random strategies, and to show you guys the real blueprint behind how the markets move. So if you guys have been stuck in the cycle of inconsistency, winning one day, giving it all back the next, if you've been chasing setups that you don't really fully understand, or sitting on the charts and asking yourself, why did price move there? You're in the right place, guys. So this mentorship is built to answer that why. Every episode connects to the last, walking you step by step through liquidity, structure, timing and execution. And also by the end, you'll understand the market as a system, engineered, predictable and repeatable. Most importantly, you'll have a process, not just a setup, not just an entry model, but a framework that you guys can trust in real time. So this is the start of your journey. Follow along, apply what you learn, and by the time you guys finish this mentorship, you won't just see price differently, you'll trade with confidence, clarity and purpose. Before we get into smart money concepts, let me give you some context. So I started like most traders do, jumping between strategies to strategies, stacking indicators, watching YouTube till 2 a.m, thinking about how the next video could be a shortcut. I'd catch a win, feel invincible, then I'd give it all back in one emotional trading session. Accounts blown, confidence gone. And the worst part, I couldn't even explain why anything worked when it did. The turning point though was discovering ICT and smart money concepts. Obviously, it flipped the lens completely. The markets weren't random, they were engineered around liquidity. Equal highs and lows weren't breakout levels, they were resting pools of orders. So that single shift from chasing price to tracking where liquidity sits literally changed everything. So from there, guys, I rebuilt myself from the ground up. I stopped looking for 10 setups a day and started waiting for the algorithm's windows. I journaled every single trade, I backtested weeks of data. I even wrote rules I could actually obey. One model, fixed risk, and only inside of my macro windows. No revenge entries ever. And slowly the chaos turned into a process. So that's what this mentorship is. It's not hype, it's the framework I wish I had on day one. So you guys can skip years of guesswork and go straight to a blueprint that actually makes sense. So if you guys stick to this mentorship, I'm going to hand you guys with the same core pillars that took me from confused to consistent. Liquidity, where price is drawn. Structure, how price delivers. And timing, when the algo moves. And execution, how to actually manage the trade without any emotions. So this isn't about mesmerizing patterns, it's about learning the why behind every move and using that to trade with discipline. So let's talk about why smart money concepts actually matter. The harsh reality is that most traders lose, not because they're lazy or dumb, but because of actually being taught to see the market in the wrong way. They're told to buy when it looks strong, sell when it looks weak, and to rely on lagging indicators that only confirm what's already happened. So that's the retail trap, playing a game without ever knowing the rules. Smart money concepts pulls back the curtain. They give us the real rules of the market. You start to see how liquidity pools form, how price is engineered to rate equal highs and lows, and how the algorithm behind delivery moves price with purpose. Every push, every retracement, every sudden spike, it's all engineered with liquidity in mind. So instead of reacting to candles and hoping that your indicator lines up, such as RSI, stochastics, etc., you begin anticipating. You understand why price is running that high, why it's rejecting that low, and where price is actually heading. And look guys, you're not gambling anymore, you're actually reading the real playbook. So think of it like this guys, most retail traders are trying to drive blindfolded. They might move forward for a bit, but eventually they crash. SMC takes the blindfold off though, it reveals the framework that institutions use, liquidity, structure and timing. Once you internalize these three pillars, the market stops feeling random and starts feeling like a language that you guys can actually read. This isn't just a random collection of videos. I've designed this mentorship as a journey, a step-by-step path that takes you guys from beginner foundations all the way to managing multiple funded accounts and building the lifestyle of a trader. So phase 1 is where we start with the basics. Here you learn the true foundations: liquidity, the fuel of the market; structure, the framework price always respects; and timing, the key that separates random trades from precision execution. We'll also cover the things most people overlook, like journaling, backtesting, and building a daily routine, because trading isn't just what happens on the chart, it's also how you prepare outside of the chart. Phase 2 is where we deep dive into my sniper model, SMT, market structure shift, and fair value gaps. This is the framework that I use to trade every single day. You'll learn not just the theory, but how to spot the setups, confirm them, and execute them with confidence. I'll show you guys the live trade examples, how the model plays out during the New York macro windows, which is the windows that I personally trade, and how to navigate tricky conditions like news events without blowing up your account. Phase 3 is about advanced execution. Entries are just part of trading. Managing them though is where consistency is built. You learn how to trail stops without cutting yourself out too early, when to scale in or out, how to identify A+ setups versus B setups, and how to master the psychology that keeps you guys composed through both winning streaks and losing streaks. This is where you stop being a signal chaser and start becoming a professional. And finally, phase 4 is about the trader's path. Phase 4 is more about the trader's path. Once you've built consistency, it's time to scale. We'll cover passing evaluations with confidence, scaling funded accounts without losing your cushion, managing multiple accounts simultaneously, and securing consistent payouts that actually fund your life. Beyond that, we'll talk about balance, building routines, fitness, and freedom. So trading doesn't just make you guys money, it actually gives you guys a life that you want to actually live. By the time you guys finish this mentorship, you'll have a complete blueprint for trading success, a roadmap that takes you from a confused beginner to a disciplined, funded, and consistently profitable trader. The goal of this mentorship is simple but powerful: to give you guys a blueprint for trading success that you guys can actually follow step by step. So we'll start by laying the foundations: liquidity, structure, timing, and routine. These are the pillars that separate you guys from the retail herd. Once those are solid, we build into the sniper model, my exact framework of SMT, market structure shifts, and fair value gaps that I personally use to take trades live every single day inside of the Discord. But this mentorship isn't just about setups, it's about removing the guesswork from your trading. It's about giving you the tools and understanding to pass evaluations, managing multiple funded accounts, and scaling to consistent payouts. And beyond that, the mission is to help you create a path to real freedom. Trading isn't just about charts, it's about building discipline, confidence, and a lifestyle where you're no longer chained to a job or a paycheck. This isn't about hyper quick wins, it's about clarity, consistency, and execution. That's the true goal of this mentorship: to turn you from a frustrated retail trader into a disciplined operator with a framework that actually works. So thanks to each and every single one of you guys for watching episode 1 of this mentorship. If you guys got value from this, stick around. We're obviously just getting started, more episodes to come. So next episode we'll dive into Liquidity 101, which is the fuel of the market. You'll finally see why price actually moves and where the big players hunt liquidity. If you want to watch me trade live daily, the link to my Discord is inside of the description. Don't forget to hit subscribe so you guys don't miss episode 2. This is just the beginning, and I'll see all of you guys in the next episode.